let's just repeat that, because that is an extraordinary statistic. The air in the underground is 3,000% more in terms of bad emissions, the particulates, that 2.5 in particular, than at roadside. So maybe he should be focusing on air quality in the underground whilst he's trying to push everybody into the underground.
And of course, don't forget, he's putting up prices for the privilege of getting these emissions rammed down your lungs. It's madness. The guy's he's actually ignored reports. His own TfL, his own reports to say, hang on, what's going to be the benefit of expanding the ULEZ expansion to in Greater London? Well,
let's go to Welling, where Ray's on the line with probably a question for you, Howard. Ray, a very good afternoon to you. What have you got a question for Howard?
Yeah, good afternoon. I'll tell you what it is, Howard. I watched Theresa Villiers bring up trying to stop this in the House of Commons the other day. Basically, it seems as though Rishi Sunak's wiped his hands of all this, because he's been asked twice in the House of Commons, and twice he said, oh, this is a very unfair tax. So he agrees that this is a tax, but won't do anything about it. Now, I also listened to the Transport Minister the other day saying we can't do anything about it. And to be honest with you, what's the point of having a government that can't govern London? And London, Howard, is where all the money comes from. I'm not being disrespectful to other counties and all that and areas, but the thing is, if people can't get about in London, what will happen is all these top banks will say, do you know what, it's chock-a-block there, we can't get about, because the thing is that they've got offices. And what happens if something goes wrong? White van man ain't going to go in and repair it.
Well, Ray, you're absolutely right. When it was announced that Sadiq Khan was going to expand this ULEZ to the M25 fundamentally, within 3 hours I'd sent a letter to Mark Harper, the Transport Minister, and say, please, will you stop it? You have the power to do it. He can do it if the will is there. The government can overrule all of the, I suppose the word is devolved councils, etc., if they're not doing anything that's benefiting the economy or benefiting mankind. It's as simple as that. And Theresa Villiers is trying to do that, but she's being actually railroaded in the sense there's not room for it on the parliamentary calendar.
So what's she trying to do?
She's trying to stop ULEZ full stop.
By putting through a private member's bill.
Exactly.
Which the government could actually endorse and make a government's bill and give it the parliamentary time if they wanted to.
There's 120 MPs on the backbenches that are against this. So why the hell... And it's the most popular thing to happen at the moment is to actually scrap ULEZ. And yet the government aren't jumping on the bandwagon.
120 Conservative
backbenchers.
Right.
And I can actually... There are many Labour MPs as well, etc. But for some reason, as you know very well, Richard, between the Tories and the Labour, there's no difference in terms of these sorts of issues.